don't fit in. That's hell. It's hell when you can't be around your peers. All my life I live around black people, poor people. But I can't live around poor people now because they'll rob me. And why would they rob me? Because they're starving. Because there's no money here. But they're telling me, now that I made a little money, I have to move here. So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it. And we got more stars coming from the ghetto, but they're gonna all move this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the society is doing is leeching off the ghetto. They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be another I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.
For your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn. You know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. So I think my mouth, my controversy. I have not been out of the papers since I joined Digital Underground. I've been in all, you know what I'm saying? It's never, my name has not been not uttered. You know what I'm saying? And that's good for me because I don't want to be forgotten. And if I'm forgotten, then that means I'm comfortable.
What's up, my Carvsters? It is a good evening to the night. What is about 9:30 Eastern Standard Time? We is up on the dial tonight because it's a lot of stuff going on today. So, you know, I decided to go ahead and hit you with the ooh-wee for about 3 hot topic subjects today. And you know everything is going out there in regards to Azriel and Joycelyn getting into it, and we will visit that. But let us start off with some of the smaller stuff first, because we'll have more commentary on that, much more than the other two. But I also got for y'all a treat tonight. Ooh, a treat. Don't forget to tag your favorite somebody and let them know we is live, because y'all know I'm on the software. But we got the VIPers is on deck, so we could talk about this whole situation as well. We got LaRhesa, we got Joy, we got Shawneequa, we got Shantee, we got Jennifah and Karen on deck live. So y'all know y'all about to get a whole bunch of shebang bang, right? Y'all know it's about to go left real quick. That's exactly what goes on the curve, okay? So let's get to it. Let's start off with the andrerisen and Lisa Lefteye Lopez. Okay, so you guys know, if y'all haven't, that they did a Lifetime documentary, if I'm not mistaken, and it was called Hopelessly in Love. And they finna do a whole series of other documentaries as well, because I know Biggie and Faith is coming up, and Faith had an issue with that. But nonetheless, this one is good. Now, I want y'all to listen. Do y'all recall the time I pulled up the deets many months ago, right? And I told y'all that it was a whole bunch of stuff that went down with Lisa, particularly, okay? And how, it was a connection with her and Tupac. It was a connection with her and Master P. Well, they dropped another bombshell in this whole docuseries. So let's start off from the beginning, because y'all know how we like, we gotta, kind of sort of, roll y'all into it. This is a celebrity rant. Some of y'all ain't been up to par and y'all don't remember what happened many moons ago. So I'm here to dispel to you exactly what's going on for those of you who don't know. Now, Lisa Lefteye Lopez was in the famous group TLC. She's the one in the middle on the screen, okay? And, she got into a terrible car accident that resulted in her death in Honduras, okay? But throughout all of this stuff that she was doing, they had real high success in the TLC group, right? And they made millions and millions of dollars to only turn around and be bankrupt a couple of times. And okay, because they didn't have a pot to piss in or a window to throw it out of, and it, right? So in her prime of the TLC group, she kind of like, runs into andrerisen. Now, andrerisen, let me tell y'all, andrerisen is an NFLer, okay, from Flint, Michigan, okay? He was predominant. He was in his prime as well when they first linked up, okay? And they had a tumultuous relationship. They were going back and forth, breaking up to make up, breakups to make ups. That's all we do, okay? And then, what happened was, next thing we know, it was all about this so-called fire that occurred to Andre's house. Oh, Lord, honey, it was on the news and everything. And I know y'all remember the famous pose of them on a magazine, and she had on the fireman's outfit and stuff like that. Lisa did, promoting that Crazy Sexy Cool CD album, whatever we had back in the day, okay? It wasn't being streamed. Let the record reflect. This is how old it is for all you newbies that might be on the curb and don't know nothing about a CD or, a cassette tape or a DVD, whatever. And some of y'all that might not know. Okay. And so what happened was, she said that she came home and she was upset that Andre had bought all of these pairs of new gym shoes and didn't see not one pair in her size. So she lit the mugs and threw it in a tub and it set a fire, right? Okay. So that was the first fire. Okay. And it went out. Okay, because she claimed it was a marble tub. But it did do damage to the tub. So, and another night, something else happened. And she did the same thing. She threw some teddy bears or something in there. And that mug set the whole house on fire in a blaze of glory. And resulted in his whole house being burnt down. Well, they go through the whole preliminary of what ended up happening with her and Risen. So, Risen said he never put his hands on her. But clearly, when the whole situation occurred with the fire, you could see that she had bruises on her face and all of this stuff like that. But he showed up in court when she had to get presented there. It's a really good documentary. I don't want to give it all away. Psych. Yes, I do. I don't know what you thought. This the card. We're going to talk about the tea, right? So they end up going through this back and forth and stuff because he was cheating on her. And one particular night, she said she was going out. Well, something told him to look out the window. He said he looked out the window, and lo and behold, he saw the limousine door being opened up by Tupac. Nonetheless, Tupac Shakur, right? Okay. So now, although they have been dating all of these years and they was so in love with each other, and I'm talking about Andre and Lisa Lefteye, right? But there was something about Tupac that made Lisa be like, she said that they had a spiritual connection. Okay. Now let the record reflect. Now, when I told you about this many months ago, I told y'all that she slept with Tretch. And you know that Tretch is Tupac's boy, right? But also, what you didn't know, down in the corner, the person that's holding Tupac's hand is andrerisen. See, there's a video that Tupac did that andrerisen allowed Tupac, because they was cool, to come and film at his house. And then on the lower right-hand side, you see the doctor, the OC, okay? He was also cool with Andre as well. But nonetheless, there was this back and forth when he found out that it was Tupac. There was also rumors that she slept with Tretch from Naughty by Nature, okay? The documentary also goes into effect because they gave Suge a call from the jail cell. Suge Knight ass, honey, told a little bit of tea too. He said that, when her and Andre, broke up or whatever, she asked to go to death row. Now, I don't know if you remember, but it was a whole situation with TLC and they ended up breaking up. Well, not really breaking up, but she wanted to venture out and do her own thing because her voice had power and she wanted to be able to explain and express herself without the group. So she kind of made this bet. I don't know if y'all remember. She was like, let y'all do an album and I'm going to do an album and we'll see whose album sells the best and all this other stuff. But apparently she went to death row. And this was after the shooting of Tupac Shakur. Child, it can't get no messier than that, right? So she goes to Suge, and she done packed all her bags and dropped them off with her when she went to Suge. And Suge claims that they had a relationship and it was sexual. Okay? Now, if this ain't some messy boots, I don't know what is. But all in all, the whole thing about the situation was, even after her death, because I'm telling you, his side of the family really didn't care for Lisa like that. And there was a whole bunch of stuff on Lisa's side that her family said that the other family was doing. But all in all, in the end, they met up together. Now, they hadn't seen each other since all of that stuff happened with the fire and all that stuff. And they had broke up. But you guys, if you haven't checked out that documentary, it's on Lifetime. It is called Hopelessly in Love, and it's with andrerisen and Lisa Left-Eye Lopez. What do the VIPs think of the whole thing? Because I know we didn't already had this whole situation discussed and stuff like that, honey. But it was a whole travesty in the community. What say you?
The documentary was good. I think, they spilled some tea. I didn't know that she messed around with Suge.
Oh.
I didn't know that now. Lisa was working her way through the neighborhood.
Girl, when she coming full circle, I was like, what in the hell? What in the hell is going on?
Child, I don't know.
And then you have me. I don't believe she messed with Suge.
You don't?
No, I don't.
Really? Why so?
I just don't. I just don't. Suge is in a position where he can say anything he wants. He ain't going to bear no responsibility and no aftermath. He in jail for the next, 25 years?
Yeah, true.
And really, she's not alive, so she can't disclaim it.
And neither is Tupac. But let the record reflect that Tupac left behind a little piece of gem, honey. If you ever listen to the song, what is that song? So much pressure in the air. Can't get away. And I can't get away. I'm not happy here. Supposedly that was written for Lisa.
Oh.
Yes, you got to listen to the words that is coming out of his mouth in that song, honey child. Yes. I'm just saying.
Well, everybody was in agreement that her and Tupac never had sex. Their connection was just spiritual.
Right. Because Tupac did indicate to Lisa that, he really liked her. And that, he didn't want to have sex with her because he knew that if he had sex with her, he probably trash her like the rest of the girls. She'd probably be a one night or a few night stands and that was it. Let the record reflect. Tupac ain't no saint now. Okay, he got around. He told you that in the song. He got around. So
and you'll especially see that next week.
Exactly.
When his name comes up again.
With Faith Evans.
Next documentary.
Okay.
Tupac.
With Lord. Let me see what these curses are saying. And me, the innocent one. You tried it. You ain't innocent. Hello. I'm getting a T-Boz cut and color this weekend. All right. It's a little bit of truth, a little bit of lies, but it's all factual. You better believe it. Trust and believe he got around. Break up to burn up is all we do. Y'all is a burn the house down. Okay. Y'all is a mess. We need no water. Let the motherfucker burn. She said, American history fact, left eye taught us that porcelain tubs burn. Okay? Porcelain tubs go up in flame, right? Jada claimed a spiritual connection too. Speaking of Jada.
Oh, with Tupac. Okay. Yeah.
So he don't really, touch you sexually. He touch you spiritually, all over your body, right? Is that what Tupac
got a couple soulmates then, huh?
He had a few soulmates, right?
Wow.
Messy, just a messy. You got a spiritual connection with Idris? Oh Lord, that's for another type of show, another whole type of show. But anyway, the moral of the story is you might need to pay off a few people to keep your secret a secret. Because everybody is out here telling Lisa's business, okay? Why is y'all talking about the dead? I'm just saying. But nonetheless, there's some juicy tidbits in this documentary, and you guys definitely need to check it out if you haven't, because it told a whole lot about Lisa. And again, even though Tupac is in this one, he's supposed to be in the one with Faith Evans and Biggie, so you already know a little bit about how that went down as well, right?
Oh, yes. I have to watch that one.
Girl, I'm telling you, you better get into it. Let the record reflect that, this could have been produced at Tyler Perry Studios, but it wasn't. We ain't got that type of funds over here, okay? I ain't got the money to pay. I ain't got the money to go pay to be up at Tyler Perry Studios, okay? But apparently Scandal did well there, okay? At the Tyler Perry. Because you know how it go. All right, so let's get into the next hot topic, y'all. I told y'all we're going to hit you with 3 main hot topics before we get to the main event. But Martin Lawrence came out, and I want to see if I can find the actual article, honey, because this is how it's going down. Okay, Martin Lawrence came out and he spoke in regards to that whole lawsuit that happened with him and Tisha Campbell way back when Martin the show was on TV and everybody was loving it and getting all into Martin Lawrence, and it was at the height of his career as Martin Lawrence that everything tend to kind of crumble and it disappeared. Do y'all remember the stupid stuff that started happening towards the end of the Martin Lawrence show? Like they was filming in 2 separate places. You could never see them together in one spot. It was just a whole bunch of shenanigans going on, and everybody was trying to figure out what was going on with the show. Well, unfortunately, Martin never said anything in regards to the situation with he and Tisha Campbell. He kept his mouth closed the whole time. So here it is, so many years later, and of course Bad Boy is coming out. So I kind of wonder if he's kind of like speaking out now because they need a little bit of publicity in regards to the whole thing. By the way, are you guys going to check out Bad Boys? What say you, VIPers? Y'all gonna check it out?
Yeah, definitely. I'm checking it out.
I am.
That's gonna be a good movement, okay? And because I'm gonna check it out as well, and it's supposed to be coming sometimes closer to the end of this month, right? Dang, January, it's coming up real quick.
Yeah, I want to go see it.
Yes.
January 17th it comes out.
Oh, sweet. So don't forget.
So that's next Friday.
Now, let me give y'all a little bit of background history in regards to Martin Lawrence. Martin Lawrence, not Martin, but Tisha. Tisha was married to Dwayne Martin, right? And they went through a messy-ass divorce not too long ago. And it caused a lot of sorrow and pain between the two. She was claiming he was abusive, and he was claiming she was, bipolar to some degree. She'd be flipping out just for the hell of it. But something happened during that whole situation with them two, right? The whole situation. When that divorce went down, we saw Tisha Campbell and Martin Lawrence reunite with what's the other girl's name?
Tashina
Arnold, honey. Yes. What did y'all say? Okay. Because Tyler Perry. No, I'm not. Okay, guess we can wait for Bad Boys. Oh, okay. And so they had they was reunited, and it felt so good, right? So I was always wondering what made them decide to switch it up and get back together, because it had been 1,800 years, and even when they did the tribute to Martin, you know, Pam, aka Tashina Arnold, showed up at that tribute and, you know, said some good encouraging words and everything in regards to Martin. And you know that Tashina and Tisha are best friends. So I just kind of was like, okay, that's a little strange that Tashina came out and showed her support to Martin during this time when they was giving him accolades. But Tisha still never showed up. And then all of a sudden they popped up together. And they all three were reunited, and it was this whole big old thing about them doing a reboot for the Martin Show. By the way, do y'all want to see another reboot of the Martin Show?
I'm on the fence.
Absolutely not.
Yeah,
I don't think it'll be the same without Tommy. Without Tommy, it's not going to be the same.
Yeah.
And is Carl Payne? Is he
him and Martin don't like
down? Because they don't get along. So how's that going to work?
Well, Carl Payne did state on his social media that he and Martin, you know, did see each other at the funeral and everything with Tommy, and they kind of like, you know, kind of let bygones be bygones, so to speak.
Really? Because he has many years of talking shit about Martin. So that's...
Well, let him tell it. Martin ain't all he cracked up to be. And, you know, Martin was running down the street in his drawers and shit with a gun at one particular time.
He got that ooh-wee.
Let him tell it. It was that damn ooh-wee. But they either laced his ass up or something, and he didn't know nothing about it. Or he got told the hell up. That's what the hell happened to Martin. But so these two, they had they whole situation linked up together in regards to meeting up and talking about this so-called reboot. So I'm on the jasminebrand.com, and it says Martin Lawrence said Tisha Campbell's sexual harassment lawsuit led him to leave the Martin Show. It was all bullshit. Okay, now he is finally opening up and telling us that it was some bullshit behind this lawsuit, which I always said anyway. Now, remember I told y'all my particular, what did I say? I said that I felt like Martin really liked Tisha and they was kicking it. And then Tisha ended up meeting Dwayne. And then she started, you know, really liking Dwayne more. And she was like kind of like trying to break things off with Martin. And Martin was like, hell no. And he was like, you know, agonizing Dwayne because Dwayne would go on set to watch her on the Martin Show, and he would be doing them kissing scenes a little bit too realistic to me. Now, I don't know if y'all ever paid attention to how he be kissing on Gina and stuff like that, but it looked kind of real to me. And, you know, trying to make Dwayne jealous and all of this stuff. And they got into a big old situation where she felt like, okay, I gotta do something in order to get Martin off of me. That's what I kept saying that it was. That was my
But wasn't Martin married back then?
Martin had, not at that time when they were doing Martin, but towards the later part, like, you know, when after the whole thing with the show and stuff, he ended up getting married.
Yeah.
You said what happened to Carl?
I told y'all, my friend, she used to braid Pat Smith, Martin's first wife, hair, and she said Martin was cray.
That's what they said. I've heard that too. That's not the first time I heard it. I mean, and everybody started looking at him a little bit crazy anyway. He running down the damn street in his drawers and a gun in the hand. So yeah, I can kind of believe that.
Let it be known, you can't be that damn silly as he was on Martin and not be a little bit for real. Crazy.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's true.
Okay, now Joy.
I'm just saying.
Well, damn. You talking about Martin need to be in a whole motherfucking straitjacket? Is that what you saying?
Nah, just the room with the padded walls.
Oh, just the room with the padded walls. Okay, hands free. Okay.
Seems like over the years he done got help or something because he seems more mellow now.
He is too mellow. I don't know how to handle it. Do you see him doing the interviews and stuff with Will Smith for the new show for the Bad Boys? And I'm just like, damn, like he ain't really cracking no real jokes and laughing.
He might be on medication. Even during his tribute, he wasn't, you know, the Martin that we're used to.
Yeah.
You know?
He is getting ready to go on a big tour with a whole bunch of people, like Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson. He's going to do a big tour.
Yes, and let the record reflect that I pulled those deets as well. And he's supposed to be coming here to the D. You know.
You going to see him?
You know what? I sent it to hubby. And he was like, it looked like it's going to be good. So I said, okay, well, it's a possibility.
Now, so let the record reflect. I did go see Martin when we were in Ohio. A stand-up that he did like way after the morning show, whatever. And it was good. It was still good.
It was still good?
Yeah.
It was good.
His comedy specials were always hilarious.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep.
Well, he's supposed to be here at Little Caesars Arena in Detroit February 22nd. And he's going to be with D. Ray Davis. And I like D. Ray Davis. D. Ray Davis is the man. He is the man. Little Rail is going to be there and Donnell Rawlings. So that's February 22nd. So I think that'll be a good stand-up situation. So if you guys are in the Detroit area, then y'all need to go ahead and purchase your tickets. Somebody said, what happened with Carl? You forgot? Oh, somebody said Xanax, that he was on some Xanax.
Yeah, he had to be medicated.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's why he was so calm.
Carl said, okay, Carl, aka
Cole.
So
Cole Brown.
Cole Brown, okay? Cole Brown said that Martin was a mother sucker, okay? A mother sucker. And on top of that, he would use his fame, so-called, to kind of like shake things up and tell him, I need you to do this. And if he was like, no, I ain't gonna do it. Well, if you don't do it, then you might get cut out of the next few scenes or something like that. Like it was like this battle between the two of just having power, the power that Martin had at that particular time over Carl. Coley Cole, okay. So it was a whole bunch of stuff going on behind the scenes and stuff. You just wouldn't know it because let me tell you something. Tashina Arnold always said that it was a joy to be on set with them. So she's never said nothing ill about what was going on behind the scenes, which kind of leads me to like, what? Okay, like y'all didn't never have a spat. Like Tashina, you ain't never get really mad about nothing. But for her, I think she was neutral because she was cool with everybody. She probably didn't have those situations. But what went down? Let's go into this article and find out. So it says that who didn't run to their television screens in the 90s when they heard the catchy theme song, Martin, I'm the man, yeah, Martin. Y'all used to be the jam. Did y'all like the remake when they was like, ooh, do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do, and she's all that? That was the second version. Did y'all like the first one or the second one better?
The first one?
Yeah.
When you hear that,
yeah, the first one.
This should happen.
Yeah, I like the first one better too. Okay, so they said amid promotion for the highly anticipated third installment of the Bad Boys movie franchise, comedy icon Martin Lawrence is opening up about the demise of his hit show Martin. As reported in 2018, Martin Lawrence and his Martin co-stars Tisha Campbell, who played Martin Lawrence's girlfriend in the sitcom, and Tashina Arnold reunited for the first time in 2 decades after Tisha Campbell's controversial sexual harassment lawsuit against Martin. So here's the pictures I was telling y'all about. They had their reunion. Hey, everybody that's coming in, thanks for joining. We're just going to be on here a little short time, but we giving you 3 hot topics for the night. And we got the whole VIPers on deck too. Don't forget. We got LaRhesa, we got Shawneequa, we got Joy, we got Jennifah, Karen, and Shantee. So y'all know it's about to go left. But anyway, back to this article. which I obtained from the JasmineBrand.com. This is how they reunited, and it feels so good. All of them together. This was the first time in 100 years since the Martin show that they ended up coming together. And basically, it looks like they was hashing out their differences because they was also talking about a reboot. So in 1997, Tisha Campbell's lawsuit detailed that she experienced reported obsessive physical and emotional abuse at the hands of Martin himself, including repeated and escalating sexual harassment, sexual battery, and violent threats. Now, of course, Martin Lawrence denied all of these allegations at that particular time, but in his latest interview on the GQ magazine, he hints that the turbulent times on the set that led to him leaving the show despite reports of it being canceled. Here's an excerpt of what he said in that interview. GQ interviewer said, "You did the show for 5 seasons, right? How come it ended?" Martin stated, "Well, how can I say this? It was just time to end. Let's just put it that way. It was just time. At that time, there was some some things going on that was being said that." And then the GQ interviewer said, "You're talking about the Tisha Campbell's lawsuit." He said, yeah, that's it, right? GQ says, "I saw that you guys have been spending time together recently." Martin said, "Yeah, because none of that was true. It was all a lot of bullshit." And GQ says, "What was the bullshit?" Martin says, "Just whoever's side it was bullshit." What do you mean by that? What do y'all think he mean? Just whoever side it was bullshit.
He don't want to say her name.
Right. He don't want to say.
I believe him because if somebody was doing sexual and physical battery against you, you gonna start hanging around with them.
That's true. After all these years. And now
that some of the stuff with her husband, well, soon to be ex-husband, if they aren't already divorced.
That was the same shit she said with Dwayne Martin. Some of the same shit. Facts. It's crazy. So
how long was she married to Mr. Martin?
For a very long time.
20-some years together.
Yeah, long time.
Remember,
and she ain't say nothing negative or anything about that abuse until they divorced.
Until they divorced. Oh, somebody said Dwayne is bullshit. Is the bullshit. I think so too.
That's Jerron.
Okay, Jerron. Yes, I think so too. Because remember, I told you my what I think happened on that set. When all that stuff with Dwayne was going down, that caused the demise of Martin. All of a sudden, now you done with Dwayne Martin. Now you can rekindle your friendship with Martin. That's exactly how it played out. There's no other way. Okay. So GQ man said, "Did you guys ever talk about it?" And Martin said, "We don't need to talk about something that just didn't happen. So I just decided to walk away from the show. I just decided to end it. People said that I got canceled, but that wasn't the case. I decided to just leave the show." Okay. So he booked up. Martin Lawrence said that his relationship with Tisha Campbell was never sour in his eyes. He said, and I quote, "I love Tisha. I've seen her then and now and then, always with nothing but love. I have nothing but love for her, and I always will." Oh, notice that he said, "I got nothing but love for her. I got nothing but love." How many times he stressed that love for her? Y'all see how I go back when he playing on them words? I was telling you about how he was with her in the beginning. He ain't never forget that love.
You know what I think needs to happen?
What's that?
I'm sorry. I think she needs to come out and say something.
Yeah.
Since she was the one, you know what I'm saying, to at least clear it up and say, "Well, no, this didn't happen," or something like that.
I mean, the way she describes it, it's like she's saying he was physical with her, sexual battery. Why she didn't call the cops?
Well,
exactly.
She said
so
more.
That's why she needs to come out.
Yeah, she did. I was about to go back. No, I agree. Why the cops didn't get involved with the whole situation? Yeah, that kind of gives you a sidebar look at Tisha Campbell as well. Okay. I don't know.
It's a little confusing. I mean, but she did a lawsuit. I don't know if she got any money by that. I don't know if it was her husband.
Well, the whole situation with Dwayne, I don't know if they have like settled their divorce and it's done and complete and stuff like that. I don't know. I don't know for sure. But it's a whole situation, but I just think it's just ironic that all of a sudden you file for a divorce and stuff with your husband and now you get back hooly with Martin.
Right.
Yeah, that do make it seem like it was her husband that was stopping her from getting cool with him. Interesting.
Facts. So, everybody was on social media in awe about the possible reboot of Martin and how they was going to spend it. So I'm going to ask the panel to tell me how you think, if they was to do a reboot, how do you think they would spend the reboot now that Tommy is deceased?
Tommy's still going to be at work. That he ain't got. That's all I can say. They still gonna say that he's at his job.
You ain't got.
I don't think they're gonna put it in there that he passed away. I don't think so.
I don't think that they could do Martin without having Tommy. So I think eventually they would have to, like if they was doing a reboot, they would have to, in the meantime, maybe pull some old skits or something in Tommy and have something tragic happen in the show and show it. That would be the only way.
You mean like that time when the midgets tried to beat him up?
Facts.
Oh my goodness.
Look, the Curses say she was lying on Martin with her watermelon head. Yeah, she got big ass head.
Yeah, I think she was.
Allegedly.
I mean, it would have just been so sad if she was lying, because they had such good chemistry. The show was really good. She messed up her bag. Her and her husband been struggling financially off and on now.
Yep, that's true. Because he did end up getting, allegedly, how many millions of dollars from Will Smith?
Oh, I don't know, but I do remember hearing about that. I don't remember the exact amount. But
some kind of $1 million he borrowed, so-called, from Will Smith, so he could kind of sneak peek the recipe on saving the home. You saw Tisha Campbell do an Instagram video of her leaving that wicked-ass house. That's what she claims it was. You know what I'm saying? So, ain't no telling what was going on, because she also claimed she didn't know that he was hiding assets and stuff.
Girl.
Right. Just a whole...
I mean, but it seems like she been the one that's primarily working in front of the camera. I don't know if he been doing stuff behind the scenes, but I haven't seen him in that much of nothing over there. Well, he had that show with Lisa Ray.
That was so old long ago. I ain't seen him since he did the Hollywood Husband.
Girl, that was at 1892.
Right. I ain't seen him since he was with Tisha Campbell.
I'm like, he was bringing in income at one point in time.
Yeah, when he was on the show with her on Hollywood Husbands with Kevin Hart.
Yeah, but Tisha has been working consistently on different stuff.
Yes, she has.
Yeah.
And if you guys got time to listen to her not her born, but her documentary.
Oh, you ain't right.
Y'all can check it out.
Sharon, aka Sharon, said him and Will are friends with the looking eyes. I was thinking that. I didn't want to say.
Okay.
Sharon, I didn't want to say, but I was like, that wasn't no loan.
Okay.
That was
a payoff. It was a payoff. Secret lovers.
Y'all are not going to do that on this podcast. Celebrity rant. Not today. Oh, ma'am.
Let the record reflect that Joy is being a hater, because me and Shawneequa like to have our, singing moments where we get, up front and get some background vocals on deck. Okay.
Atlantic Star said leave them out of this.
We'll break it down like Cephas and whatchamacallit in a minute. You get us going. But let the record reflect that is the word on the curb that, Dwayne Martin and Will Smith is kind of like friends with benefits.
They bosom buddy.
Okay. Somebody
Allegedly.
stole my phone. I ain't say that. You tried it. Right. Allegedly. Okay. So, I don't know, you guys. I thought it was interesting that Martin finally came out and spoke on it because he has never spoke on this whole situation in regards to Tisha's lawsuit since it was filed way back where? Back there, okay? So we'll see if they got any plans to do anything together in the future. But right now, absolutely nothing. Oh, look, I got some curves to say and sing it, sis. Oh, okay.
That's trouble. Twyla, my bad. Twyla.
Don't you dare.
I'm sorry.
Don't you dare, Shawneequa. Okay, it's trouble. Trouble T is in the building, everybody. Say what up, dog. All right. Don't forget, you guys, that this could have been produced at Tyler Perry Studios, but it wasn't. We ain't got no money. Y'all got some money? Y'all gonna donate? Donate to the podcast. Donate to the card. He spoke because he's mentally well now. Oh, is that what it is? He spoke because he's mentally well. Okay, well, I guess. I mean, his interview, this little short interview that we got from GQ magazine was pretty interesting that he came on there. I wonder if he's going to talk about some of the other stuff. Like, when he was running down the street. He told us in the comedy special that he had some of that ooh-wee, but I bet you it was not. My personal opinion. Okay, and I ain't trying to be a hater. I'm a congratulator because now he seems like he's, sane. That's all I can say. He seemed like he's sane. Okay. Do y'all got anything y'all want to add before we get into the last and hot topic for the night? This one gonna be a doozy, y'all. Y'all ready? VIPers, y'all got something y'all want to add, or y'all good?
No, we ready.
I think we're good.
Oh, okay. Well, let's go on into it because y'all know how we get down. We finna talk about it. You ready, Rob?
I got it.
You got it? Do you have your passport?
Oh, jeez.
Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like
It's the pedophile anthem.
Okay, to America. America. Come on, Rob. Break it down. Do you have your passport? Did you get your shots? Girl, would you like to come back with Rob to America? America. Come on. What? Yeah. Me.
So nobody want to go no
Lord, have mercy. Dolores fail.
Oh, America. Oh. Oh, Lord. Y'all, let me just tell y'all the house. I'm telling you, Aaliyah is looking down at this whole situation saying, you better get him. You better get him while y'all can, honey. Let the record reflect that it has been holy hell going on in the streets of Chicago at the Trump Towers because apparently Azriel clearly and Joycelyn Savage then put the paws on each other, honey. Now, if y'all ain't been keeping up with this whole situation, y'all know that when R. Kelly got locked up, Azriel and Joycelyn was acting like they were a united front. But apparently, this was an all planned on situation for Azriel to get the hell out of Dodge. So today, she ended up going to, what was that? To the Trump Towers. Because she has been gone.
Trump Towers, which is in her name.
Right. And she went there to clear out some of her stuff. Because she said she is gone. Now, she's been laying low during this whole situation with R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? Like, ever since he's got locked up, at first we was seeing her and Joycelyn together. And then all of a sudden, it was a Noah. She went MIA. Now, if we're going to go back to what, yeah, go ahead, Risa, you got something?
Is she the one that got her breast done?
Yes,
They both did.
They both did.
I think they both did.
I believe they both did. I believe they both had their breasts done. What did you say? Oh Lord, gag him, please. Oh heck, silence him. Y'all already know. Please, Rob. No, y'all tried it. Y'all did. Oh no, you didn't say chicken. Oh no, you didn't. They broke and scrapping now. That's right. And I want to press charges. Oh Lord. But anyway, so she apparently went back to Trump Towers to get some of her belongings, and she was met with Joycelyn and a chick named Kimberly. Now I want y'all to keep this chick name in mind, because Karen, I hope you took your notes. And Karen,
not yet.
You didn't take your notes. Okay, so I hope Karen normally keep notes of all the people that is coming into the picture thus far. They got a booby too first. Oh Lord, you tried it. But anyway, she went to Trump Towers to get her stuff, and Joycelyn popped up on her with some chick named Kimberly, and she was in there moving out Robert's stuff, all his Grammys and all this other stuff, honey. And they had some words, and then the fight started. Now, I want y'all to know that Azriel, from what we have been hearing out in these YouTube streets, that Azriel had been laying low for this particular reason, because she wanted to go back home. Okay, she was ready to leave out and be away from Rob and his controlling ways. We all saw the Surviving R. Kelly, The Reckoning Part 2. Okay, and we ended up finding out a little bit more in regards to what was going on with some of these victims, right? Joycelyn bruised my face, but not with her fist. Get it straight. It was her phone. Right. I saw when she was saying that. But let's go ahead and let's look at the first footage before we start talking about it. I'm going to show y'all the first footage that is going around out here in these streets that Joycelyn Savage and Azriel clearly put the paws on each other. I like that title. Put the paws on her. Okay. So let's hear what ended up happening.
You disrespectful. You're so evil. I'm not evil, baby. I need to protect myself. I need to protect myself. Joy, you were sleeping with me. It's a minor.
Oh.
You were sleeping with me. Okay. Start. Okay. Ladies. Come on. Let go. Yeah, because you went to jail. You're sleeping with me as a minor. Lying bitch. You're sleeping with me as a minor. You've been sleeping with me. Bitch, I know how to fight. I know how to fight. Okay. I know how to fight. I'm pressing charges too. She's crazy. I'm pressing charges too. Kimberly, I'm not sorry for you. You're going to jail, Mama. You're going to jail, Mama.
Oh, so if you heard all of the mess going on, honey, Azriel said, you been sleeping with me as a minor. You going to jail, honey. You going to jail. Okay?
Oh.
So, it seems like she gonna be pressing charges. Now, even as this was going on, Azriel was going live on her Instagram, and I got that one. She said somebody screamed. Somebody did scream. I think it was when she got hit upside the head with that damn phone. Yeah, I mean,
she got a lot.
I'm just
all she could do was holler. Oh,
Them phones are built strong.
Right.
So,
and she said
she had a knot. She had a knot up there.
Did. She had a knot on her head, y'all. Sleeping with who? What? Yes, honey. Did you hear? She was like, you were sleeping with me as a minor. She said, sleeping with who? Oh, yes, she sure did say that. Joycelyn was her sister girlfriend. It seems like a lot of people got some sister girlfriends.
They were sister wives.
They were sister wives, honey. It seems like
allegedly.
No tea, no shade. But it seems like that's the new trend of the new world for 2020. You got to get you a sister wife. Okay, I'm just saying. But anywho, That was Trump screaming allegedly. Y'all tried it. Joycelyn wasn't ready for that. No, she was not. Okay. But you could see she was clearly upset. She felt betrayed. And it happened. It just happened to go down today. Now, after all that stuff went on between them two, that's when Azriel went live on Instagram. Now, I know the Curvesters caught wind of that other part, of the other part live. Did y'all catch that? But I did manage to tape it so that you guys could see that part. So let's go into that one. That
left, apparently?
Yes. Okay, so Joycelyn Savage, we both live here. She came up here with another young woman named Kimberly. I don't know who she was, but Joycelyn attacked me once in here, again out there, and it was witnesses. You can go ask Trump security. Every single time she came to me. She came to me and attacked me, and I had to defend myself.
So let me go to the other one, because she does have another one where she comes in after the whole situation, but I could have swore I posted the one that I shared. Let me see if I could go to it. Okay. And honey, she claims in the whole situation that she was just minding her business. Right, here she go. Let's see.
I would like to press charges immediately.
What happened? What made her attack you?
She came in here. First of all, she came up in here. She gave our keys to another woman to come up here and get her stuff. Yes, she sent Kimberly up here to get stuff.
Who's Kimberly?
I don't know who Kimberly is. It's somebody that supports him. I don't know. She's a handler. She does all his handwork from him from jail.
Ooh.
And she came here with the keys. I didn't let her come up here first because I didn't know who she was. I told her, it's okay, I understand you're here with Joy, but if Joy needs anything from this apartment, she needs to be with you because I don't know who you are. And I'm not just about to let you roam where I dwell. So then Joycelyn came back up here. I was in here with people that I know, whom I trust, because I don't know what she was on or if she would have came with a weapon or anything. So therefore, I had people in here. When she got in here, she just came to get his awards and his Grammys and stuff. And then after that, she started saying that I'm so wrong and that this and that. And I told her, Joycelyn, you're going to jail. You slept with the minor. That minor was me. You did it multiple times over and over again. And she was like, oh, I can't believe you're doing this. I can't believe you're saying this. All this stuff. And then she started attacking me.
She hit you?
Yes.
With her hand? Was she using an object or anything?
Yes, she did hit me with her phone. She hit me with her hands, and she was trying to kick me.
In your face?
Yes, with her phone.
You need medical attention or anything?
Yeah, I'm fine. I'm fine.
You sure?
I just want to press charges immediately.
Okay, where did she get hit?
She hit me on my head with her phone. That's where this is. And then she was, when she was punching me, she had her phone in her hand. So it kind of, put blemishes on me, but not necessarily from, her punches or anything.
Okay. Do you have your ID?
I do have my ID. Let me find my jacket.
I didn't know what I was walking into.
Yeah, what's going on?
Mike, all right.
Yeah, this is, as you know, this is R. Kelly. R. Kelly on the news, and the other girl was the other one, and the documentary just came on, and she came.
So were you guys here?
All the other females. Hey, you would know. She was trying to justify her. She got her ass.
I do have her phone number.
That's how I got this knot.
Joycelyn,
Right?
Savage, S-A-V-G-E. F-A-S-A-V-A-G-E, sorry.
Joycelyn came in. She wanted to take pictures.
I do not. I think it's Tyrese, I believe.
Y'all ain't right. So who was the winner? Because Azriel got the bruises.
She's going to be changed yet. I already know it.
Who's telling her to change it?
Robert.
Okay, so they left the building. So what we're going to do is we're going to get you paperwork and we're going to advise warrants so that if you wanted to pursue.
I do. Immediately.
Immediately.
She did hit her. And she do have.
You want an evidence technician to take a picture of the? You're gonna stay here?
No.
We can request them.
Yeah.
She still has access to this.
R. Kelly.
Yeah. So how should we go about that part of the building and not?
I'm leaving. I don't care. I'm leaving. It doesn't matter.
You're leaving?
Yeah, most likely in about a day or two.
Okay, put the evidence technician if you want them to photograph.
Yeah, I do.
They'll come here.
Okay.
What's your phone number?
773.
7737. Okay, because, honey, trust and believe, if she was going to give out the number, then I was going to go ahead and get the rest of them digits so we can give her a call. Maybe she might need backup or something like that. I don't know. You tell me. Tell me what you need, okay? However, so anyway, so this is what occurred after the fight, and she was giving the police officers her information, right? You say they're about to lock all of them up because they can't pay the bill anyway, okay? All of those people that was in the middle of this whole situation is going to be locked the fuck up. This is why they coming out and saying stuff and providing videos and stuff, is because they making a deal with them FBI agents and the prosecuting attorney, all of them. They making deals to save they ass. Girl, so didn't Robert sleep with her too? Yeah. They admitted it on the interview, right? Is that Angelo? I don't know who that was in the background. At first I thought it was him, but they said nah.
No. It might have been her brother.
Oh, okay, yeah, her brother. That's right. Because you remember on the docuseries, the brother and Angelo was going to Trump Towers trying to find her or whatever, this, that, and the third in the docuseries. Part 2. They should have used that energy to beat Robert's butt, right? Azriel, show your face. Well, let me tell you this. She didn't want them to know that she was filming. Okay, she was trying to be on the low about it, but she wanted to get this information out there because, whatever comes out on social media, Robert will be able to see it. So I'm pretty sure he hurried up and got his ass on the Google or the email Joycelyn and tell her to change her phone number and get your ass up out of there and get my shit. Or no? Y'all don't think? Y'all think or not?
Well, yeah, because Rod Wade, the lawyer, was like, oh, this was staged.
Well, not only that, what's her name? Azriel said that when they asked for her number or whatever, and then she said, oh, I'm pretty sure she's going to change it. I'm pretty sure he already told her to change it. He's going to tell her to change it. So.
Yeah. So, he be quick to have them girls change their numbers and stuff. But, I mean, how in the hell you controlling everything? Because he got that handler named Kimberly. Now, who else was in these shenanigans that we didn't get to hear about? Now, I don't know if you guys listened to the Tasha K live, that when she went live and she was giving some information on that live as well. But she mentioned some chick who was also sleeping with R. Kelly in the beginning, and then when she got too old, she got kicked to the curb by Azriel and Joycelyn. Is that what it was?
Well, because there's always been like multiple girlfriends. But yeah, so she was like a main girl, like Azriel, because Joycelyn is not the main girl.
Right.
She posted her down on her page. Her name is Veda Pinkett. Veda, not Jada, with a V. But when I went to her page, her Instagram, Tasha tagged her, but her Instagram was, deactivated or whatever.
Oh.
But there was another girl she said she was going to post.
Yeah, but
not just Veda. There was another girl, Taylor or somebody.
Yeah, Taylor too.
You know what their setup reminds me of?
What's that?
Hustle and Flow. As far as the girls, and the one that wasn't the main girl was the one that was down as fuck, and the one that came through and got his music on air. That's what their setup reminds me of.
Yeah. So she said, so everybody leaving because there ain't no more money for anyone, period. Right? I just wanted to know how she was able to get the Trump Towers in her name. That's what I want to know.
All I know is that
Azriel done put $6,000 on Robert's books. It's money coming from somewhere, because she showed where she buying a house. I don't know.
He's rich people broke. It's not the same.
Oh, okay.
And it wasn't only Azriel, but it was Rashonda Landfair that put money on Robert's.
Okay, and let's get back to Rashonda Landfair, because we talk extensively in regards to her. Because she is the key to this whole puzzle in the first damn place that started all of these lawsuits. So she was the girl that got peed on in the video, right? And if y'all paid attention to the docuseries, it said that one of the engineers said that they took a birthday cake to the garage at R. Kelly's house. And it was for her 21st birthday. And when the garage opened up, she was there in the garage. It looked like she was living in the garage. And they handed the cake to her. And from what they also saying is, from what Tasha K was saying, that she been putting money on the books for him?
Yep.
Oh. Yep. Oh. So she is still lingering around. But yet, isn't she, well, her initials RL is supposed to be in part of this new lawsuit that's going on?
Yep.
So how is this going down? That leads me to believe that maybe it's not her.
She's the only one though with the initials that fit.
That's true.
What's the hair braider's name?
I don't know. Let me see.
It wasn't RL. It was
Yeah, she was one of them. It was RL, and then Geronda Pace with the JP. Right. And there was 2 other ones.
But Geronda did come out and say that she is the one who filed the 11 counts. It's all from her lawsuit. You said 6 bring her to the car. The money machine is ran dry. Yes, but they ain't making music. So can one of them pay some of my darn bills since they rich people broke? Girl, boo. Let the record reflect that this is how they was asking about whether or not how he was being able to pay for his attorney. Because Robert got some money stashed. And from what Tasha K was saying, she said that Azriel is the person who knows where all the stash, the bank accounts and stuff is, because she took over the position from the old chick that ended up getting old. I guess she had old pussoir, so he traded her in for an upgrade. I'm just saying. What?
the hair braider. Her name is Lanita Carter.
Okay, so LC.
Thank you,
Lanita Carter.
Yeah.
Okay, so we got.
And also, sorry, Azriel did say that she know where all the skeletons are. That's what she said in that little rant she was doing.
She did.
And she said she did. So she knows a lot of stuff. She said y'all gonna be, what she said? Y'all gonna be surprised. Something she said.
And she did say something. Tell them the whole thing. And she did say something in regards to what did she say? Robert been lying to you. Okay, so it's a third rant. Let me see if I can find that one. Okay, where she is going on. Let me see if I can find that rant.
Okay. She said they was sitting up there talking to Gail looking stupid.
Right. Okay. Let me go back.
Yeah, the hair braider is a nurse now, Sharon, aka Sharon.
Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did go to school to become a nurse. Yeah.
Oh. Yep. Oh. What is this? Oh, you posted this, Joy? What is that? I don't know. Let me go back to that.
What I post?
I don't know. Something about Vanicia Veda. Is that the one you was telling me about? Was a grown woman 20 plus years old when she did that. Dominique told me about it last year and I went straight to the authorities. Dominique refused to work with the authorities though. Love you, Tasha K. Oh, okay. This was Tasha K's post.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was from Geronda.
Okay, let's take a look at this right quick. Geronda. Oh, Geronda Pace posted it. Oh, okay. Yes. Okay. So she said that's what took place. And Dominique refused to work with the authorities. Child, it's a whole situation going on, ain't it? Okay. So let's see.
That's why I said I needed a notebook.
Yeah, you need a notebook for real. Okay, let me see if I can find that other one where she going ham in regards to it. Attorney denies the underage sex allegations made by Azriel. Clearly says he thinks the fight was staged. Okay. But that's not the one. Okay. Is this it? Child, there's so many of these damn videos. No, that's somebody else.
Before we get into the live video you're about to...
That's somebody else thing. Let me see if it was in here. Okay. So here, I think this is it right here.
Yup,
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. Excuse my French. Look, y'all, I'm gonna be an advocate for women. I do apologize, but this girl really came at me with all this hand motion and did not land one single punch at all whatsoever. And truthfully, I don't give a f. Do I feel good? I kinda do. I ain't even gonna cap, cause you know what? You know what? Rob has been lying to all of y'all. And that's the sad part about it. That is the sad fucking part about it. He been lying to all y'all asses. And he had people like me lying for him. That's why we never watched the documentary. That is exactly why. So we got on Gayle King, as stupid as can be.
Stupid as can fucking be. Okay.
Oh, this. Okay. Get his last few Grammys. Give it these last few Grammys before I make him. You better give it these last Grammys before I make him. Call an attorney. Call a attorney. Call a attorney. I want this bitch in jail with her man. You can go be Tweedledee and Tweedledum in a jail cell. In a jail cell. I want in jail for this.
What's it called?
Hey, call the police. Call the police.
Get in the unit now or everyone goes to jail.
Call the you're not saying shit to me. Call the police. Call the police. Somebody call the police or I'm turning off this live and I'm calling in my damn self.
She didn't want to turn off the damn live. It's some shit that went down and she talking about call the police or I'm going to get off this live and call her myself. Child, she a whole mess. This is one more thing. More video on this, y'all. This is a whole mess.
Call the police.
Your phone is under the sink, your father said.
Call the police.
Your phone is under the sink, your father said. It's in her hand. Oh, it's in her hand. I'm sorry.
Call the police. Call the police off of your phone. Tuh. Y'all want some tea, baby? This is it. Tuh. Yeah. Y'all want some tea?
Y'all want some tea or no? She said she gonna give y'all some tea. Azriel is out here loose in these streets and she ready to tell it all, okay? She has got everybody in the palm of her hands because she is the main person and she knows where everything is at. Let me see. What did you say? 6, bring him to the car. The money machine is dry. Blah, 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 blah. I'm suing him too for trying to pee on Jerron. Oh Lord, he got plenty of money. Yes, he do. He has it in assets. It's tied up. But don't believe these people when they talk about he broke. He got money overseas. Ain't that hair braided a nurse? Now, yeah, she a nurse. Okay, you was asking for that. No relation. So it's so many women to keep up with. I'm confused. Okay, yeah. He got a whole list of people that's going on. I think Robert used the age of consent in whatever state he was in to his advantage.
Of the names of 14 of them. And I know I'm missing like the blonde looking chick that was his girlfriend.
The one on the Reckoning Part 2?
Yes.
I don't remember her. Because she was very...
I don't remember her name.
Something. Haley. I don't know her last name.
Okay.
But something.
Haley.
But yeah, so that's at least 15 girls or women that I have the names for.
Okay, run the list, Karen. Let's hear these names.
Okay, so Joycelyn Savage, Azriel Clary, that Kimberly, Geronda Pace, Rashonda Lanfear, Dominique, Aaliyah, Ashanti McGee, Kitty Jones, Sparkle, Tiffany, who was the first girl, Lanita Carter, which was the hair braider, Vada Pinkett, Taylor, and Haley. So that's
Did you say Drea? Did you say Drea?
Oh, no, I forgot her.
Oh, you can't forget about Drea.
Okay, so 16.
Please don't forget about Drea.
And that's just what we know.
I put Sparkle.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yeah.
Because somebody in that documentary was saying that people was going to that lawyer that they.
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah.
There was like numerous of cases that we don't
Right, but that's why I said these are just the ones that I have names for.
Those two girls from Baltimore.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. I forgot their names. Damn it.
I don't remember neither, but they was both old and ugly as fuck. Them two. Them lying assholes. Who was lying?
Oh my Lord.
Let's not act like y'all ain't see what I saw at the press conference. Them bitches was busted, disgusted, and crusted.
Well, damn.
They had a hard life, okay? And I know them Baltimore streets ain't no joke, but damn.
Girl. What about the two? Oh no, those was his so-called sisters. Remember the two that was supposed to
those aren't in here.
Yeah, those are not the ones in there. She needs to do a paid interview with Auntie Robin from Good Morning America. Oh Lord. Hell no. His fixer lawyer. Yeah. So apparently he was paying off that lawyer. She was getting what, a third?
Something like that.
A third of whatever the lawsuit was for all of Robert's people that was coming to file charges against him. They were sending them over to this particular lady who was an attorney.
Yeah, it was the third.
Okay.
It was the third.
It was the whole racket they had going on.
Yes.
Yep.
And they need to make sure they bring her ass down. Again, this flight is about to sink. This is about to be just like the Titanic in the bottom of the ocean. Y'all better catch these waves that they trying to survive in, because this is a whole situation. I don't think,
Oh, I forgot Lisa Van Allen. Shit.
Oh, yeah.
And Kitty. Did you say Kitty?
Yeah, I got her.
Okay. He didn't care what they looked like. He just wanted the young pusswah. Exactly.
Yeah, because he didn't seem to have a particular type.
Because they all look average.
Yeah.
Kelly wasn't going for like the video vixens and
let the record reflect they was teenagers, so you can't be no whole fucking video vixen and you 13, 14, 15.
That's true too. But also he's not gonna go for those type of ladies because he wanna go for the ladies that he can manipulate.
Exactly. Which is why he always try to connect with them about, who's all in your house, who's in your home, who you stay with, all of this other stuff. He knew what he was doing.
He want to get the ones that's all in awe of him, talking to them.
Right.
Reaching out
the ones
to
that have already been abused.
Mm-hmm.
That's the other part that I'm really surprised about, because usually the type of girls that fall for this are the types that usually come from fatherless homes, right? But you got Azriel and Joycelyn, whose parents appear to be so caring and devoted, and daddies act like they always present or always have been present, but some shit like this pop off.
Right. And what about the one who daddy was a pastor or something?
Especially with Angelo Clary, I'm not convinced he wasn't with it, because
y'all forgot about her faith.
You let your daughter go. You was offering to pay her rent in Trump Towers. So now I got a question for you, Mr. Clare, as far as how they got the lease through the end of 2019. Because you did say that when you was talking to Tasha K.
Right.
And now the lease mysteriously gets paid through the end of the year. And not when Kels was home, he was about to be fucking evicted.
Yeah.
So I need Mr. Clary to make this make sense for me.
Ooh. Call him Mr. Clare.
But he's the one that said, because people asked why he wasn't acting the fool, like Tim Savage, and he said because his daughter is now an adult.
That's not a good excuse. If you really think
said, though.
Yeah, I understand it, but if you truly think your child is in danger, I don't give a damn how old they are. You going to war for yours. Especially a daddy that loves his daughter. That's some weird shit to me.
That's right. How are you standing by letting all this stuff happen and you not, hooping and hollering and trying to break down doors and shit.
Right. Even though she's an adult, he can't do nothing legally, but as a parent, he can.
Right.
You know?
He knows where he knew where she was the whole time. Nobody has ever not known where Azriel and Joycelyn were.
Right.
It's always been known where they were. So they're not kidnapped. You seen this dude walking his dog.
Yep.
You ain't jump out in all black and beat his ass?
Mm-hmm.
I think today's just a little fiasco. I think it was a scene, some love and hip hop type shit. I think they try and get a reality show too. I mean, it was cute, it was funny, it was entertaining. I'm not convinced though. Like, first of all, think about this, right? Why the fuck would you send your daughter there to get her belongings with your friends and your son? Why the fuck wouldn't you go?
Yeah, because he was just on the docuseries saying that he had been up there, now I ain't gonna say every day, but for the majority of the part, every other day or whatever, to, try to see if he could if she come out or whatever, this, that, and the third.
Right.
Which
based upon what Tasha K said, right? She said that the brother finally got her to talk enough and feel comfortable with going to her family. So if your son finally got her comfortable enough with going to their family, why aren't you her shadow now?
Right. Where was he?
Why wasn't you there? You were sitting there watching her live. And when you seeing shit popping off, then you decide to drive and go. Why would you even send your daughter there without you? Why would you not go with her?
Unless he didn't know that she was going to go get her belongings. But I'm pretty sure the son and them tipped him off to let him know.
He knew. I'm convinced he don't have parts in it. I'm sorry. A lot of these parents, man, they part of this shit. They part of the problem. And I don't mean to sound like I'm victim blaming, but these parents is interesting as fuck.
Well, and that's why when people ask, like, why wouldn't Joycelyn just go home now or whatever? Like, to me, if I was her, I wouldn't go. Her dad's nuts.
Yeah. Joycelyn's situation is different. Her dad acting like her dad, she's made it clear that her dad was not a dad, and now he's trying to be a dad.
But ain't nobody else saying nothing like that. Now, he got other kids, and they not saying nothing destructive or nothing about him.
Yeah, that's true, but that don't mean that it ain't happening. Most kids whose dads is fucked up, they don't say my dad is fucked up because they scared of him.
Yeah, but the second daughter, I don't know what's her name, but she old enough to be out.
Well, she had the opportunity. She would go with RKelly too.
Joycelyn is brainwashed. I mean, if that live was authentic and they wasn't staging it, I mean, who the hell talks like that? She's brainwashed.
They say
lock them all up. But I'm just saying, like, her dad embarrassed her too by videotaping her and all kinds of shit. So it ain't just RKelly.
Yeah, that's true. They may be because restraining order against the Clarys, neither one of them went up to the tower room. Oh, okay. It is a whole mess. And I ended up pulling up some of the images of the victims. Let's see if we can see who's who on here. And see if we can put the names to some of these people on here while we're talking about it. Okay, so the first picture is we know it's Kitty. Okay, Kitty, and what's the other one? The one that I don't like. The one I said I think. Shantee McGee. And then you got Drea and Kitty on that one. And then the one who claims she ended up getting what did she got? Herpes from him? What was her name?
Oh, Faith Rogers.
Faith Rogers. Okay. So who is, let's see. Oh, who is this chick?
Geronda.
That's Geronda Pace. Okay, so here's the ones you was talking about. This chick. I don't know which one that is.
Who's that blonde one?
Right, this one here?
Yeah, because that's not even Haley.
No, see, that's the one I thought you was talking about.
No. No, because there's Kitty. I don't know who that one is.
That's
then there's Faith.
That's Kitty.
Lisa Van
I know that. Faith, Lisa Van Allen, and Drea.
Yeah, so I don't know that one right there.
That's the one
that you're pointing at.
Right. Let's see. Joycelyn.
I missed her name.
No relation to me. You was a whole mess. Okay. Let's see. Who else is it? That's still her. Okay. So then we got Geronda Pace. Okay. Now what's her name?
Hold up.
The one who was talking about she caught Aaliyah on the back of the bus. She walked in on them.
The dancer?
Yes. Her on the end. Was she a victim or she was just telling the story?
She was just telling the story.
Javante?
Yeah, she was just telling the story.
Okay. So
no, she was just telling the story.
She was just telling the story. Okay.
No, so.
Okay, then we got Dominique. That's Dominique. They keep showing the same ones. Let me see if this one will tell us over there. I need to be over already. I'm tired of this shit. Right? We do. We need it to be all over too. What's the chick's name? Lizette Martinez. That's
okay, I need to write her down.
Okay. Lizette Martinez. Lizzett Martinez. From Surviving R. Kelly. So who else was we missing out? Because I think was that the majority of them or no? We still missing somebody.
I think that was the majority of them.
Okay. Yeah, because
I got 1, 2.
Oh, is these the two that Shantee was saying was a hot ass mess? These two right here. Is these the two? By 2 more women. R. Kelly accused of sexual misconduct by 2 more women. Let's see who these are.
You know, they look like 2 busted cans of biscuits with
them two.
Them two, yes. Okay. Rochelle Washington on the left and LaRhesa Scaff, Scaff. And you know they ended up getting Gloria Allridge. Is that how you say her name?
Can you just tell me what a 15-year-old is doing at an R. Kelly concert? Let's start there.
I don't know.
Because that's how old they supposedly were, 15 and 16.
You talking about the 2 busted chicks?
Yeah. 2 busted chicks and biscuits with bad weaves, yup.
They probably snuck out, just like, you know how teenagers do.
Right.
Yeah. Well.
No, or sometimes their parents are like, "Oh, it's just a concert. It's not that big of a deal."
I'll drop you off at the concert and pick you up.
My daughter's not a hoe. She's not gonna try to fuck nobody. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Ah, damn. Damn, Michelle. Cold-blooded. Okay.
So.
Okay. Let's see who was the other ones. Let's see. Okay, so we got their names.
I have 21 women.
So listen,
children,
Tiffany says she was the first one.
Yeah.
Was she before Drea?
Yes. Because she was even before Aaliyah.
Yeah.
She was before Aaliyah.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. She sure was.
Yeah, because
she was in her video.
Yeah.
Yeah, and once he started dating Aaliyah,
then she was like, "Yeah, he left me alone." Yeah.
Yeah, even though it was cold-blooded, she's like, "Good, because now you don't want to have sex with me."
Right.
Right. Okay. Yeah. Now I remember.
Yeah. Now I remember.
Well, I know we talked about it before, but do any of y'all, since we got the panel on deck for the shenanigans, want to say anything in regards to what Damon Dash said in the docu-series of The Reckoning?
Damon Dash needs to go sit down.
He's a whole fucking liar. He needs to do exactly what Karen just said. Sit down, and then somebody need to take the hammer, Thor's hammer, and hit his ass on the top of his head so he can go to the center of the earth. He's the asshole.
Not the thought him. He's a lion, son. Yo, he worse than a female, yo.
Who said there's another super young looking blind? Really?
Haley. Her name is Haley, and she's the one that dated R. Kelly too.
Haley.
Is that the
I
Puerto
just don't know
Rican?
her last.
Who's the Puerto Rican looking girl? Remember from part 1?
Lisa Van Allen.
No, not Lisa. There was another
Martinez.
one.
We just found her. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Her last name is Martinez.
No, but Haley was in this last one, and she was an actual girlfriend.
I remember her, yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking about the one in the first part. Okay, but going back to Dame Dash, listen, he need to have a seat because at first when he was talking before, all up until this documentary, he was saying that Aaliyah didn't talk about it. She didn't want to talk about it. And then all of a sudden in this documentary, she talked about it.
Remember I told you I went on my rant the last time and I said he was contradicting himself because he was on Nick Cannon's podcast saying at first, oh, she told me everything. And then when he started asking him direct questions, he was like, you know, she didn't want to talk about it because she was having, you know, it was just such a terrible time and stuff like that.
It's so painful, yeah.
Right. So I don't know. Dame Dash.
He lying. He always talking about somebody clout chasing. His ass was clout chasing on this documentary.
And if he knew and he ain't do nothing, I don't give a fuck what his girlfriend said. He ain't trash him. He's a bitch. That's how I feel about it.
Right.
Tell me you violate my boyfriend, my son, my daughter, I don't give a damn if you don't want me to say nothing. Cool, I'm gonna respect your wishes and not say nothing. But I'm beating the shit out of that motherfucker.
Yeah.
Especially since it caused her so much pain that she didn't want to talk about it. Yeah, come on now.
And then you say that if she was still alive, she would probably be your wife.
Right.
First of all, let's talk about that. Okay. Because he lied and said that they were engaged, that they were going to get married. They were not engaged.
They were not.
He said that shit after she died.
After she passed away. And he also said that the reason why he left Rockefeller to start his own company was because Jay-Z didn't want to not work with R. Kelly.
Yeah.
And the lie detector test determined that was a lie.
That was a whole lie. So, ooh.
Speaking of Dame Dash, has anybody, what's his name, has choked the joke the choke?
Choke no joke, choke no joke, nigga, choke no joke.
Has he commented on this interview that Dame did about Aaliyah?
You know, because he clout chasing too.
Yes, he is. And you know, I can't stand him either.
Yeah.
Pain in the ass.
I have not heard anything. That would be a Shawneequa question because she still follow him. I had to unfollow him and all his shenanigans he was doing.
I think I did too.
He said something, but I didn't pay attention to him. Ooh. You know, he just be talking his shit, and I just haven't bothered to hit the unfollow button, but
Oh, okay.
He ain't doing nothing, but just...
the issue with Choke is that he supposedly knows so much information, but he needs y'all to like this video. And once he get
in order for him to tell you about it.
Right.
Like, Negro, please.
Don't
I'll just keep not knowing.
I'm trying to tell you.
Just got monetized though, and he just got monetized.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, did he?
He did. He did.
And when he got monetized, his ass really shut the fuck up. He stopped cussing. Looked like he ready to start praying and shit. Like he about to have church to go.
Yeah, he changed his whole little dialogue once he started getting monetized. Because you know you got to follow certain rules once you get monetized. So. You're going to have to keep it clean. She said choke a joke. Okay.
Yes.
Exactly. Take a moment to, I know she's not on the agenda, but I think we need to take a moment to talk about Tasha K and the bullshit she did today.
Oh.
Yes, since we are on the subject.
Oh,
Monopolizing motherfuckers. Oh my
God. Lord, mercy.
She had us wait for a 10-minute countdown, then hit us with a 30-minute countdown, then hit us with a post that she was on the phone with Mr. Clary, then hit us with a "I'll be right there," only to come live and regurgitate the shit that we already know. And so
didn't tell us shit, TM Sean.
Nothing. Ain't say shit. Not
a disappointing, and I was anticipating. I mean, and I think everybody was. It was 20,000 people on that live.
Yeah,
trying to see what she had to say, and she didn't say shit. But I mean, even about the Kimberly girl talking about she gonna show her picture on the next video,
and I ain't seen it yet.
You trying to milk YouTube for every damn dollar you can get, old heifer.
She is.
This is the problem to see what she was going to say, only for her to not say shit. Y'all told me more than that broad did. She need to fucking retire.
Well, you know what? I will say this. I was anticipating on getting some juicy tidbit tea as well. But because she has a direct line to Clearly, the Clearlys, you know what I'm saying? Azriel's dead. So I was thinking like, oh, okay, she gonna interview him. He gonna be able to say something more. Maybe she would have got the first interview with Azriel since leaving. You know what I'm saying? R. Kelly. So that's what I was anticipating. But that didn't happen either. It fell short once again. Like it just seems like every time she say, oh, she got some news breaking information. It be breaking all right. It be breaking right in the bottom of the bag. It's crumbled up, all the crumbs. Like absolutely nothing. What am I gonna do with this?
Yeah.
So I will agree. They said spill it, I missed it. What you missed? Choke is the new Leola Brown. Oh Lord. Angelo must have threatened her ass. Threatened who though?
No.
Yeah, I
he didn't threaten her, Jerron. He calls Tasha K.
Yeah, he called.
All I know is that I ain't need to know about no baby food. I ain't give a damn that she was called. I didn't give a damn about none of that shit.
She ain't going to buy a new car.
And you know what made it bad? You said at the beginning, I'm going to tell y'all what I'm sipping on in a minute. She ain't never said what she was sipping on.
Right, she did.
Then she came on and she looked like she was sweating. Oh, I need to take a shower. I bet you do. You probably smelling your damn self over there.
Well, let her tell her she was running all over the place, and then all of this stuff started going on, and she had to run to the house. That's what she said.
Right.
Well.
That's what her had said.
Oh my God, the VIPers ain't got no chill. Oh Lord. Okay, so I guess we done got all of the information out in regards to this whole hot mess. And trust and believe, I still think that it's gonna be more. I think that Azriel is gonna spill the tea. What do y'all think? Do y'all think she's gonna tell it?
I do.
I don't know.
I think she's gotten some type of paid interview that she's holding out for or something. She gonna start spilling some tea. That girl getting some money from somewhere, and I don't think if it was Rob ought to have. But he should have a way to cut her out since she done broke count.
Well, he probably will now because she out of the two was the only one that could go visit him in jail. Mm-hmm. She was on the list, approved list or whatever. So now he can change that.
What made it? I guess the documentary made her turn around for just being back with her family because she told Joycelyn, "You about to be in jail with your man." I was like, "Oh, wait. Okay then. He ain't your man no more. All right."
Oh Lord. Well.
Oh Lord, Jerron talking about Whitney used to sweat. I don't think it's that type of sweat.
Oh Lord, she tried it on so many freaking levels. Okay, she tried it.
Jerome is a damn mess.
A whole hot mess. Yeah, I don't know, but you got to keep in mind, they may summons her if they haven't already because she knows a lot. And it seems like she's willing to spill the tea. She done had this encounter happen with her and Joycelyn. So for everybody that has set up here that has made sidebar deals with the FBI and the prosecuting attorney and all that stuff, they may be spared. So she may have something up her sleeve in regards to that too. So she might be willing to testify in a court of law once this trial get to start. Mm-hmm.
Well, damn.
Well, all this shit seemed playing to me. Why so? Why so, Shawneequa? Why so? Why it seem playing?
So listen.
Uh-huh.
So I learned this from 6. You always got to read the comments.
Yes, please.
So when she posted 5 days ago, she posted, God give me and my family strength.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And so, somebody said, I think by family, she means anybody tied up in the R. Kelly mess, not her real family. And it said, it's funny to me, Dominique says she wanted to go back to check on Joycelyn, not you. And then they said, you are too lost in the sauce. And then she replied to them and she said, I was 17. She said, and I'm talking about me and my immediate family in Florida. Mm-hmm. So she let them know, that person, that she wasn't talking about R. Kelly. She was talking about her real family.
Right.
When she wasn't, and God bless us or whatever. So.
That's real interesting because y'all remember in the docuseries, who was the one that introduced Joycelyn and to R. Kelly?
I don't know. I know Sharonda introduced Dominique to R. Kelly, but I don't know who introduced Joycelyn. Met him at a concert.
Yeah, Joycelyn met him at a concert. Okay. So did Azriel.
So both of them met him at a concert, but Dominique was really close with Joycelyn.
Sharonda.
No, she was
with
close.
Joycelyn too.
Yeah. Oh, now in the house, okay,
right?
Yeah.
Because she said in the docuseries that she went back to check on Joycelyn.
Oh,
right.
It's so sad. Those poor girls. Joycelyn, I mean, Azriel, I don't know. But Joycelyn, she is still really lost.
Yeah, she tired.
I don't know what happened to her, if her daddy or somebody might have abused her or something, but it's, it's like, shit, girl, what is going to take for you to believe that, this man ain't no good for you.
Right. That's sad. What did it say? She said you slept with minors and the minor is me.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That is
she did say that. Azriel did say that. That's for certain. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting to see how this all falls out. But now it looks like they're going to be they done got pretty much almost all of the information that they can obtain in order to take this to court. They still haven't released the trial date. They still working out.
I think they said May.
May? Okay. So that means they still getting all of the situations together because he has a suit in a couple of different cities. So y'all better be ready for that.
Somewhere in Minnesota, New York, it's all kind of shit popping out.
Yes. So it's gonna be.
I don't foresee him getting out of this one this time. I mean, this is like the worst it's been.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah. I mean, he didn't have everybody come out and speak in regards to this whole situation because everybody knew about it.
Yeah.
I just don't understand why. Why they just let it slip through the cracks that last time. But I told y'all he already had a whole bunch of powerful people was in his pockets helping him out that last time he was charged. So
shit, a lot of them probably damn pedophiles too, just like him. That's why they have him.
Well, we already anticipate Uncle Grandpa being one of those because he's, from his book. Let him tell it on TMZ. He can't really talk about it, But
she was talking about Joycelyn, wasn't she? Yeah, she was talking about Joycelyn when she said that she slept with minors.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely, Shauna. Yeah. She said she got to get her locked up, girl.
Yeah. So we are in the next few days. They're gonna be looking for Joycelyn because she's filing charges for the assault.
Oh, and Azriel just went straight proper. I would like to press charges immediately. I was like, okay.
Yeah, she had to turn around and get real proper on that ass.
After you been talking cash shit, Joycelyn that came in there and whopped your ass across the head
with a damn cell phone. Well, she said she didn't touch me with her hands or nothing. She just hit me with the cell phone. The lies you tell, right?
Right. Listen,
don't be justifying that.
She caught them hands.
Yeah, tell her, Joy. She caught them hands.
She caught them hands. Then put the paw straight on her.
You know.
Yeah, it's okay.
It happens to the best of us.
Oh, shucks. Let the record reflect that this could have been produced at Tyler Perry Studios, but it was not.
I'm going to tag Tyler Perry.
Tyler, get in here so we can produce this podcast.
Immediately, okay? Immediately. Right. Her and poor voice, right.
Right.
Oh, sure. So, do the VIPers got anything else they want to add to this, honey? Because this is a whole mess. We're going to stay updated on it, though, y'all, for real. It's a
story to keep developing because I know some more going to come out.
You better believe it. It ain't over yet. And hopefully we can get some more emails from Tasha K so we can hear what he said to Joycelyn after this whole ordeal went down. Okay, I want to know. Let me know. Let me know.
Oh, sex.
All right. So, don't forget, you guys, if y'all looking to get obtained somewhere, go to www.lovemyteasby6.com. And don't forget, if you have not subscribed to us on YouTube or any of our podcasts, we on Spotify, we on Apple. Check the Googler. Search for Six's Word on the Curb, and you'll see all the shenanigans we up under, honey. Yes, trust and believe. Also, you guys, we will continue to bring you the shits in regards to this whole situation. And I want to thank the panel, the VIPers, for coming on and giving us they take on this whole mess. Sean, LaRhesa, Joy, Karen, and Shantee. Thank you. And Jennifah was in here too. Jennifah too. But about this whole situation, and we will always keep y'all posted. And with that being said, my curses, I am up out of here. I hope you guys have a blessed and wonderful night, and I will see y'all in the chat. Peace.
Night.
I don't fit in. That's hell. It's hell when you can't be around your peers. All my life I live around black people, poor people. But I can't live around poor people now because they'll rob me. And why would they rob me? Because they're starving. Because there's no money here. But they're telling me, now that I made a little money, I have to move here. So it's not like no one's ever trying to deal with this section. They're just moving away from it. And we got more stars coming from the ghetto, but they're gonna all move this way. You know what I'm saying? So it's like all the society is doing is leeching off the ghetto. They use the ghetto for their pain, for their sorrow, for their culture, for their music, for their happiness, for their movies, to talk about boys in the hood. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be I don't want to be 50 years old at a BET We Shall Overcome Achievement Awards. You know what I'm saying? Not me. You know, I want when they see me, they know that every day when I'm breathing, it's for us to go farther. You know, every time I speak, I want the truth to come out. You know what I'm saying? Every time I speak, I want to shiver. You know, I don't want them to be like, they know what I'm going to say because it's polite. They know what I'm going to say. And even if I get in trouble, you know what I'm saying? Ain't that what we're supposed to do? I'm not saying I'm going to rule the world or I'm going to change the world, but I guarantee that I will spark the brain that will change the world. And that's our job, is to spark somebody else watching us. We might not be the ones, but let's not be selfish, and because we're not going to change the world, let's not talk about how we should change it. I don't know how to change it, but I know if I keep talking about how dirty it is out here, somebody's going to clean it up.
For your acting, your music, or the controversy that surrounds you?
My big mouth. My big mouth. I got a big mouth. Can't help it. I talk from my heart. I'm real. You know what I'm saying? Whatever comes, comes. But my controversy probably. And it's not my fault. I'm trying to find my way in the world. You know, I'm trying to be somebody instead of just make money off everybody. You know what I'm saying? And so I go down paths that haven't been traveled before, and I usually mess up. But I learn. You know what I'm saying? I come back stronger. You know, I'm not talking ignorant. You know what I'm saying? So I obviously put thought into what I do. So I think my mouth, my controversy. I have not been out of the papers since I joined Digital Underground. I've been in all, you know what I'm saying? It's never, my name has not been not uttered. You know what I'm saying? And that's good for me because I don't want to be forgotten. And if I'm forgotten, then that means I'm comfortable.